I've created this link tree so you guys know where to go. If you want to support me as a creator and send in tips and a thank you message, you can do so through the support me section. If you want to private message me about the course or the mentorship, it's through the Twitter section. Thank you guys.
On the weekly time frame, it's not looking good for Bepro, but when we scale down to the lower time frames, it just seems as if it's retracing. It's just because at the beginning of this week, the first day of the week, it pumped 95% in one candle, and simply it's just retracing that now. Yes, it looks like it's almost completely retraced the whole move, unfortunately, but at least we came up to test a key level of resistance. Now I'm going to show you the levels of support we need to go and hold, but I already mentioned this in the last Bepro update for you guys. It's that 20 weekly moving average over here, down at about 0.01200436. That's right, 0.00120436. That's where the 20 weekly EMA is sitting. We need to hold that as support going forward. So although we're having this big wick rejection, you could easily fill in that wick the next week. First of all, we've got 4 days and 10 hours left of this current candle. So yeah, we can't make any judgments so fast, okay? So let's go scale down to the daily time frame where we can look at this a bit more relaxed because we're not seeing these crazy wicks. But yes, big dump, so it means that we are retracing back to this low. Doesn't mean that 100% we're going down there, but we're trying to go down there. Going back down there where the 1 fib level is would be 100% retracement, but most of the time we come to the golden pocket, and the golden pocket is sitting in a very key area. Let's scale back to the weekly time frame. Boom, that's exactly where we said we want to be holding as support. Can we afford to go lower than this box? Well, in actual fact, you can. But if we do, it's not the biggest of probabilities that we continue up. You can, in some cases, reclaim the golden pocket and we would go back to the range highs. But to be honest, guys, this is not what I want to see, because most likely when you lose the golden pocket, you just use it as a resistance to do a 100% retracement and even further down. We do not want new lower lows going lower than the lowest ever Bepro has gone. You see, we don't want to be doing that. So going forward, although yes, on the weekly time frame it's looking very nasty, for the remainder of the week we could be coming down. But when we get into this gold zone between 0.0011143 and 0.001345553 for Bepro, if we can come down to there and hold that as support, we should then continue back onwards and upwards to fill in this wick, at least back to the moving averages. Okay, so that would be the next step going forward for Bepro. So as we're seeing it right now, coming down to these key moving averages for some support to get a bounce. It's not a 100% guarantee we reach the top, because when we start to bounce up, I'm going to have to use some more new Fibonacci. So at the moment, we've got this golden pocket here, just stating, yeah, we can come down to it. We must bounce from here. But whenever we do start to come up, that could be right now off the 382. You don't have to come down here. Equally, you can go beyond it. So this is what I mean. It's just, these are our key levels. The most retraceable, the most common are these. But yes, you can stop here, and you can come all the way down to here and still eventually reclaim those levels and go up. So what we want to wait for is actually green candles. We want to see green candles again. And when we start to see these green candles, I can say that's the bottom. But until then, we still got this bearish momentum coming down. So first of all, let's wait for that daily candle close. Will this be something like a spinning top where we start having wicks going downwards, signaling, okay, this is a short-term bottom, we've bounced off the 12, we're now going up. We're not being shown those signs yet. The only time we're going to be shown those signs are in 9 hours and 57 minutes, because that is the daily candle close, and we need to make our judgments only then when we're focused on the daily time frame. Yes, you can scale down lower to the 4 hour, and you can see where our lowest moving average here, the 200 moving average, keeping us in this uptrend. We've had this sideways correction where we tapped it and then we put in a new higher high. So even if we dump all the way to this golden pocket, it's essentially saying to us that the 0.5 fib is actually the level we could be expecting bounces on, if it's not the 382 already yet. Understand that? So yeah, this is what I mean. To keep this uptrend going forward, we just need to maintain above this golden pocket, and that's what the 4 hour 200 is saying. That's what the daily moving averages are saying, as well as the daily 200 right there, exactly on the 0.5. So, and then going back to the weekly time frame, look what's there, exactly the highs of the candles where we push through the 20. Again, you should have never pushed through the 20. We're meant to continue lower and lower and lower. So stop following the bearish things, and then you push through the 20 and you head to the 55 and the 69. Amazing. Target is met. Now you're retracing, because once you meet a pattern's target, you retrace to the key areas, and then once you meet that target, you retrace the opposite way back up to the highs. But again, we don't know where we're bottoming out. If it is exactly on the 0.5, let's measure halfway. That's going to be around the 55 moving average, where you could actually retest this as resistance and still go lower. So even though we might be coming down to just get this bounce and we're expecting continuation, we need to draw a halfway point, and it could be that the bounce just brings us to that halfway point and we roll over and continue lower. Don't worry, I'll be here along the way making more Bepro updates for you guys. Make sure you do, of course, check out my link tree if you want to take action on the course. You hit the Twitter link, private message me there. If you just want to send in a tip with a nice thank you message of how I helped you for free, then do so and click the support me button on the link tree. Thank you guys.